What's up, NHRA fans? We're here at Pacific Raceways. We're in the pits. We're actually in the middle of nowhere, in the forest, as the Cat Spot Northwest Nationals are going on. We have found one of the cooler cars on the property, one of the more interesting cars at very least. Doug Colley is the owner. It's a 1963 Bug. Doug, what made you decide to go racing with a VW air-cooled Bug?
It kind of found me. Never made a quarter mile past 2008. Bought the thing in 2009. I was daily driving my Volkswagen, taking it to Wednesday night street legal drags. Would hurt it there. Decided to make a dedicated car. Found this thing, started chopping it up, made it a race car.
You call it der Panzerwagen, which is like armored car, in tank in German. And now it runs in Superstock V, experimental. You're shifting this thing. Yep. It's pretty cool. What is the most exciting thing about driving it?
Shifting, manual shifting. I've been in faster automatics. They're boring. There's nothing going on. You get in this car and you've got a list of things to do. And finish line comes up on you quick. Yeah. That, and it's easy to maintain.
Well, of course. What can you show us? Let's check out the Panzerwagen and open it up, and let's see what we've got as best as we can. So many cool cars here in Superstock. This is one of them.
That's the cockpit. Did all the cage and tin work, modifications to the chassis.
You did all this yourself?
All of this. Made the pedals.
You got a race pack in there, of course. You want to win, you got to have a race pack.
Got to know what's going on. No guessing.
Now, I know a lot of people, like, you are on the ground in this thing.
Oh, yeah. No, and it leaves differently. When I raced a big tire Falcon automatic, it feels like it lifts when you launch, and this thing squats and goes even lower and tilts back.
Can you show us the engine?
Yes.
All right, look at this thing. All you VW fans out there, you got a guy to root for in the NHRA. And that's what's cool about the Lucas Oil Series, stock and super stock, just a wide variety of cars. And Doug is now exposing it. I wonder if they thought back in the day when they were cranking these things out that it would ever come to this. I certainly don't. So now how much of this is clearly it's super stock, so you're allowed a little more modifications than, say, stock eliminator, and we're seeing it. But how much of this is factory Volkswagen?
Nothing. Maybe the distributor drive gear. That's about it. Everything's aftermarket from CB Performance. They're pretty much the Edelbrock of Volkswagen. They make cases, heads, crankshaft, rods, camshafts, everything.
So what are we looking at? We got carburetors, linkages, distributor.
Yep, alternator. It's a two-piece case that we have to run as far as the rules are concerned, and the intake manifold studs have to be stock dimensions. But other than that, pretty much can do what you want, as big as you can go.
Air cooled. All right, that's under the back of the car. And so up front, you've got all kinds of room for your luggage. Show us that. Show us that. The room for the luggage up front, obviously that is a joke, but there's not a whole lot to this thing, right? Lightweight, and he is out there racing everybody else. Check this out.
So in conforming to NHRA rules, rules are built for V8 cars, and you have a small block at least to hide in front of. As far as the cages are concerned, but for the Volkswagens, we have nothing. It's air, so you got to add bars, and that was a major deal with this thing, was put some sort of a crumple zone in between you if you ever catch the wall.
Which we hope that is never the case. Best ET to date?
1098 at 118. Still fighting with it, still figuring it out. I'm a fabricator, obviously. I don't make horsepower.
You got a time run in earlier, low 11s, and you're going to get another time run, and round one, of course, tomorrow. Doug, thank you so much for sharing your car with us. This is what NHRA is all about. It is the world's fastest car show with the most unique cars. This is just one example. Doug, thank you.
Thank you.
How about that, NHRA? Come out to an event.